The first full week of the new year brings the first snow of 2020. The flakes are really coming down in Charlottesville. Storm Team 29 is live with a look at conditions and how crews are treating those roads.
And while it certainly looks and feels like winter today, spring-like conditions are right around the corner. I'll take you through the ups and downs of this week coming up.
Live in high definition from the area's most experienced news team. This is NBC 29 HD News at Noon.
Welcome to a winter wonderland. You are looking live at the conditions on Interstate 64 in Waynesboro. Looks like a lot of folks are staying in. That's some good news there. The snow started coming down mid-morning in the Shenandoah Valley. It's been falling steadily ever since. Most schools in our area are closed, so probably why a lot of people aren't out there. If you do have to head out, take your time this afternoon. That snow creeped over Afton Mountain into central Virginia. We were watching it on those traffic cameras this morning, and it is really coming down out there now. The question is, will it get in the way of your evening commute home? Storm Team 29 meteorologist Allie Baines is tracking the forecast with this weather alert. Good afternoon, Allie. Thank you, Allie. Crews across central Virginia and the Shenandoah Valley are out treating the roads as the snow falls. In Charlottesville, the Public Works Department is doing some final checks to its equipment before heading out there to keep those streets clear of snow. That's where Lottye Lockhart picks up our Storm Team Live coverage with a look at conditions. Hey, Lottye. Yeah, definitely take your time. As you can see, it is snow covered out on the roads there. Lottye Lockhart in Charlottesville for us. Thank you, Lottye. Of course, count on NBC 29 for continuing coverage of this wintry blast. We'll check in live with Lottye for an update on conditions on the roadways at 12:30. You can also find the latest forecast, closings, and cancellations at NBC29.com on Twitter and Facebook. New details are emerging in the murder of a Barnard College freshman from Charlottesville. A law enforcement source in New York City says one of two 14-year-old suspects in the killing of 18-year-old Tessa Majors has a healed bite mark on his finger that could be evidence of involvement in the attack. Majors was stabbed to death December 11th while walking in Manhattan's Morningside Park. Neither of those teens is in custody. Investigators are waiting for results from their forensic investigation. A 13-year-old suspect is locked up, facing second-degree murder and other charges. A Charlottesville attorney accused of trying to extort $200 million from a company will have to wait longer for his next day in court. Timothy Litzenberg was granted a 30-day continuation Monday. He is out on a $20,000 bond. Litzenberg's attorney, who was just hired a few days ago, asked for that delay to better familiarize herself with the case. A section of 4th Street in downtown Charlottesville is closed for several days after a crane collapsed onto a building under construction. 4th Street is blocked off between Garrett Street and the railroad underpass while crews remove the rest of that crane. Part of the crane crashed down into the 323 office building construction site. That's on 2nd Street. It happened around 8 o'clock Monday morning. Firefighters used a ladder truck to rescue one worker who was struck by the crane. Virginia's Occupational Safety and Health Administration is investigating. Charlottesville Mayor Nekiah Walker will serve another term. Last night, City Council voted 3-2 to re-elect Walker as mayor. Council also chose Sina McGill to serve as vice mayor. The new council hopes to work together to tackle some of the most pressing issues in the city. Walker and McGill will serve as mayor and vice mayor for 2 years. Walker's term on council comes up at the end of 2021. Charlottesville City Councilors are showing support for a resolution that would give localities the authority to remove Confederate monuments. Last night, Council unanimously approved that resolution to support legislation that would allow the city to remove statues of Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson from city parks. Charlottesville State Delegate-elect Sally Hudson is proposing the legislation. Charlottesville's new city council is backing a Senate bill to take on the eviction crisis. Council passed a resolution Monday night to support the Eviction Crisis Act. The bipartisan U.S. Senate bill would help fight evictions by providing temporary funds for people in need. It would also increase data collection on evictions to better identify where, when, and why evictions happen. 5 cities in Virginia rank in the top 10 nationally for eviction rates. Charlottesville is not one of those, with a rate of just 1.7% in 2016. Charlottesville City Council approved a conceptual design for a nearly $12 million project to improve one of the main corridors into the city. The Fontaine Avenue streetscape includes improved pedestrian access and crosswalks, better bicycle facilities, and new energy-efficient lighting. The improvements will run from the city limit near Stribling Avenue to the intersection of Fontaine Avenue with Maury and Jefferson Park Avenues. Chick-fil-A will add its first location in the city of Charlottesville. Last night, City Council approved a special use permit to open a new location with a drive-through at the site of the current Burger King in the Barracks Road Shopping Center. The proposed plan includes a 2-lane drive-through in an effort to reduce traffic congestion, but we all know it'll be busy. A new hotel could be coming to the Pantops area of Albemarle County. The county's Architectural Review Board discussed plans for the 5-story Overlook Hotel Monday. Current issues include the way the hotel parking lot would lead to and from Route 250. A board member says this meeting is just the beginning of a very long process. Many Sentara Martha Jefferson Hospital employees will soon have some more cash from their paychecks. We'll tell you how the hospital is raising its minimum wage. It is a wintry scene out there. This is a live look just south of Stanton on Interstate 81. You can see a good coating of snow already has fallen there, coating mostly grassy areas. Pavement looks pretty clear. VDOT crews are out and about treating those roads, but of course watch out for slick spots.
And it is the coldest day since mid-December, where we could have a record high on the way. I'll show you when that might occur up next.